I've decided why not let you guys out there pick a nitro for me to buy. I already have one in mind. Nitro World Order.
Nitro World Order.
What's up, Nitro Gang? Today, you're gonna be helping me pick out a brand new nitro. Now, luckily, HPI is back. Traxxas is still selling nitros. It seems like Offnut's gonna be back in the market with a USA one. There's the HoBao brand that is basically the old school Offnut. I hate saying HoBao, it makes me feel terrible on the inside every time, but they do have a couple options. I already have one in mind, and it's very similar to one of them that is on this table right now. You think it's a Traxxas Nitro Rustler? Well, no, it's not. But this is a Traxxas Nitro. It's brand new. There's a fuel bottle, never opened before. This will be its whole new video. I'll be doing the break-in and everything like that. The oldest running name in Nitro history. This came out before the Traxxas t-maxx, and to this day, the Nitro Rustler chassis, whether you hate it or not, you have to admit, it is the longest production Nitro I think that actually ever existed. The one I am considering is somewhere over here. Well, it's not the Jado, because I already have the Jado. What's this, you might be asking yourself? Well, this is the HPI Trophy Truggy Flux. We'll get to this in a little bit. This particular one is electric. I am a little bit embarrassed for it, and in fact, I'll tell you guys, the reason you really haven't seen me do any runs with this particular HPI is because using its stock 4S system, which is a very good brushless system in these, I'll remove the body, show you guys in a little bit. Even with these larger tires that are clearly not the original wheels, these are like huge Traxxas tires, this thing only tops out at about 35 to 36 miles an hour. It is so slow. It runs good. It's a great chassis, handles very good. Suspension is awesome. I got this maybe about 2 to 3 years ago. And since then, let me show you what's been going on. So, I basically never leave home without a diff. You know, this is a diff from this HPI. So recently, I bought a new diff from Jenny's RC. It was like 35 bucks or something like that. So parts are available to complete diff. Now, this thing uses what's called helical cut gears. If you take a look at this pinion inside, you could see that it's a spiral. When I bought this Trophy Truggy years ago, it already came with a stripped rear diff. I have a new one in there now, but guys, I am honestly worried about stripping this thing again, because even though HPI is back and parts are available, it's kind of a stretch. Their metal parts quality, I'll be honest with you, has always been a little bit questionable. Although the Savage series, that seems to be pretty good. I did own the Savage XS, which is like their small 12th scale model, and constantly had broken outdrive cups, constantly had broken diffs. Even the gears inside were terrible. I've put together a list of a couple items that I'm looking for in terms of what the purchase has to be, and then some things that I am not looking for, which I'm calling exclusions. Some may apply. Whatever it is I wind up buying out of the choices I've put together has to be in stock right now. The second thing, not Banggood. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I think you know I have a good share of Banggood nitros.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. He's the phone man. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not a single one has really ever given me trouble. But for this particular video, because HPI is back, I'm celebrating some brand name NItrogang history over here, and I want to keep the flow going. I am going to exclude Banggood. So, of course, not that there's anything wrong with that. Let's move on to the exclusions. Some of them may apply, some of them may be a little bit overlapping with things I've already said, but for the most part, you could take my word for it. The first thing, I am excluding all new Traxxas. The reason is, I already have most of them. I've done videos on the Traxxas Nitro Slash. I've done videos on the Slayer Pro. I have 4 Revos at this point. I have the t-maxx. All Traxxas are excluded from this particular purchase, so don't suggest them. The second category, I am excluding most buggies because center diff, therefore not for me. Now, unfortunately, you cannot get away with truggies like this Trophy Truggy here. It does use a center diff layout. But there are, I would say, a good amount of positives that outweigh that center diff disaster for me. A lot of people like the center diffs. You guys want to tune them? Go ahead. For me personally, I'm more into the straight four-wheel drive bashing style. I don't like when the front wheels get all the power, the back gets nothing, and then you get dominated by every armor on the RC track. I want to drift in a turn with a good, solid four-wheel drive system, and I want to beat the armors. So that's all there is to it. No center diffs for me unless I absolutely have to, or there's some factors that outweigh the negative of the center diff. Exclusion number 3. I already said this, I think. Nothing I already have. The last and final most important exclusion, no armors. So therefore, all armor, you're excluded. They don't make any nitros. And personally, I just don't really feel like running an electric. For me and the NItrogang, we like that nitro. Personally, I like the break-in process as much as the running. The armor people, it's mostly about bashing. Don't get me wrong, they make some great chassis. They're very reliable for the most part. But for this channel, we're not going to be buying a new armor. Okay, so I've presented my has to be, what I'm looking for, and what it cannot be, what I will not compromise on for the most part. What do you think I should get? You have a couple suggestions for me? Okay, guys, just a joke. I've put together a list of 5 that I think are good contenders for me to get for this channel. Not only something that I want, but I think everybody out there will be interested in. Let me give you an overview of option number 1 and probably the best choice and what I might wind up getting. The HPI Trophy Truggy, but not this particular one. So let me remove the body and you guys will understand. Oh, what's that? It's a dust cover. That's right. I don't leave home without cool accessories like this. Actually, you know what? I forgot this was on it, so now I have to pretty much peel it off or take it off. This is what happens when you don't run your electrics for such a long time. You forget that you have cool accessories like this. Okay, so it's basically just a Velcro thing. I can undo it here, and you guys will see what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the chassis itself. HPI knows how to make a good-looking chassis, guys. We have a 4S system. Right now, I'm just, this is just a test battery pack. I'm not actually running it right now. We have a pretty nice large 8th scale motor. There's specs on this if you want to look them up. I'm not going to get into the details on the specs here. I'll just tell you this. It's a very, very nice chassis with nice, smooth suspension. And guys, I like this kind of thing. Like, it runs really good. I just wish it was faster. For like the 4S system, it is really slow. Of course, if I just, gear it up with large opinion, it might do the job. But either way, this is a contender. Of course, the Nitro model, not this brushless one, because I already have it, and I don't want to run electrics. In terms of size, here's a good perspective and point of view for you. The 10th scale JATO compared to the 8th scale HPI here. So when this thing is running, it's fairly large. It's going to be running great on the track that I drive at. A lot of times people will buy RCs that, they don't really suit your purpose. For me, I need something with a relatively large footprint because the track is pretty far away. And when I'm recording, I don't want little specks in the camera and then I have to zoom in, edit, crop everything. And then in the final video, you guys can't really see anything. So I'm doing this for you guys. But I'm mostly doing it for me because I want a brand new Nitro. So contender number 1 would be the Nitro version of the HPI Trophy Truggy Flux. And by the way, it's currently in stock right now. I can get a fairly good deal on it. I don't know if I'm going to put it in the video now because everyone's going to go rush and buy it and then it'll be sold out and I'll be left with no Nitro. For option number 2, we are on the Redcat Racing website. I will go to vehicles and we'll do a search for what I'm looking for. Unfortunately, the search results only contain one Nitro, but this is a video about which Nitro I should buy. So one of the main qualifications, in stock, yes, we could buy it now. It's a Nitro, it's under 300 bucks, and it's in stock, right? Looks pretty good. The body's a little funny looking, I will admit to that. I do like the suspension, I do like the wheels. The chassis is normal. It's what you would expect. It's an 8-shock layout. This is very similar to every other common Exceed and HSP. Does that mean it's bad? Not really. Let's take a look at some top-down views. It's a pull start, 0.18, regular 10th scale Nitro single speed monster truck. It's for the money. You're not gonna get any more features than this for the money, under $300. Let's read about something here. Maybe something will stick out, and I'll point it out. So they say 2.5 millimeter aluminum chassis. That's pretty average. I would say 3 millimeters is where you want to be for a 10th scale Nitro monster truck. Let's see about the motor. So we have a 3cc. That means it's a 0.18. I'm pretty sure these come with the SH18 motor. I'm surprised why they really aren't saying here that it's an SH18 motor, because I'm quite confident it is an SH18 motor. And I gotta say, you get an aluminum polished pipe. Probably not the best pipe, but it is, an aluminum pipe. You get a nice tubular header. It's not like a 90-degree header. It's already got kind of what I'm looking for. View standard parts compatible with this product. Let's see what it says. Okay, so we have parts. That's a positive. This the radio comes with. You could upgrade to the roto start or electronic start, whatever you want to call it. So they do have it. It's in stock. It's only $40. That's kind of a bargain, to be honest with you. We have bearings. We have bodies. We have some other parts. I don't think. Okay, well, I guess they're saying this body will fit at 2 shocks. The basics, you could always get basic Redcat parts. There's absolutely no issue. Oh, I actually have this race cone set. They're pretty nice. Okay, option number 2. Looks like they have a video for us to watch. This is it running. I've turned the music off because the music is just so bad. Okay, yeah, here they're saying 3cc SH Nitro engine. I could see right here on top. So, I'm surprised they're not saying the SH engine all over. For the money, it's pretty good. Here's a closer look at the chassis. Yeah, it's an SH engine. I have absolutely, no issues with Redcat products. Okay, guys, that's it. Option number 2, this Redcat Volcano S30. Option number 3 is this HPI Racing Bullet ST 3.0. It's only $339 and I can get a $30 discount. So for the money, $310, I think this is a bargain. Now the only problem is I technically already have this same exact one. I've already done videos on this, but mine is older and mine does not have the original wheels, and this is a different color scheme. So it does kind of blur the lines of something that I do already have. But I do love the HPI G3.0 engine, and I do love the fact that it's in stock and I can get it right now, shipped to my house in a couple of days. This is the website I ordered my HPI Savage from. This is their new distributor, HRP, for HPI in America. Let me show you guys the current HPI Racing website, their Nitro offerings, what they have. So I have the Savage. Technically, this is my number 1 choice, the Trophy Truggy. I do not want the buggy at all. Unfortunately, the Bullet MT is out, so I cannot order the MT. It's not in stock. At this moment in time, the only choice for option 3 is the ST version, which is basically just different wheels and the Stadium Truck body. It's still very cool. I love this chassis layout, especially the HPI G3.0 engine. But I do already have it. So that's kind of a problem. I do want another Nitro that is new, but I do technically have the same exact chassis. So once again, the lines are a little bit blurred. But for the HPI G3.0 motor, rated at, I'll show you guys right here, power, 2.2 horsepower, I think I should be allowed to blur the lines of my list. What do you think? So option number 3 is this HPI Bullet 3.0. Option number 4 is a HoBao. Guys, I hate saying HoBao. I did some research and I do know that OFNA has a serious affiliation with HoBao. So I was looking through their OFNA page on Facebook here, and there's a post here from OFNA Racing in 2019. It says, sorry, the OFNA site is gone. I stopped paying $75 a month. Go to nitrohouse.com for info. Well, I'm not going to go there now. Let's just read the rest of it. Next post here in 2017 from OFNA Racing says, I'm now retired. I closed OFNA in December 2015 after selling the OFNA building in Irvine. So Irvine, that's in California, very close to where Silicon Valley is. I've been there many times. A pretty high-end area where people have lots of money, and they like to spend money on, high-tech gadgetry like this, or I would say expensive computers, because it's Silicon Valley. Either way, this is the OFNA site here. I actually posted something here before, but now I don't really see it. I don't know where it went. Maybe they deleted my post. Who knows? Now I'm on the HoBao website here. Let's go to their cars. So they call everything cars, HoBao cars. Okay, let's click Hyper 1/8 Nitro car. I already don't like the fact that they're calling them cars. And look at this. They just have like product categories here. There's no pictures. I'm interested in the monster trucks. So let's click that. Okay, there's two search results. They're both $520. We're looking at the gray one now, $520. It says one in stock, guys. One in stock. So, it qualifies. I don't know how great this is going to be. It comes with a 30 turbo engine, it says. Okay, let's see what else in terms of specs it says. Okay, well, the description is incredible. It's a single line description without very little information. Either way, I just really care about the engine. So I already looked up the engine. Here is the engine. This is the motor it comes with, the Hyper 30 it's called, turbo engine. When they say turbo, all that means is it uses a turbo glow plug, just a slightly different and longer design. Nothing that exciting. The high-end OS engines, they also use turbo plugs. Anyway, let's see what they say about this motor. Oh, wow. Absolutely no information, no horsepower rating, no stats, no figures. It's a great looking cooling head. I won't deny that at all. Put yourself some nice colors on it and boom, charge yourself some money and don't give the buyers any specs at all. Well, that's not going to work with me here. Another search result, Nitro Hobbies. I trust this website. It is actually not that far away from where I live in Ramsey, New Jersey here. Very credible website. It's in stock. I would purchase it from here. So $4.99, very reasonable price. The box is nice. The truck looks like a Savage clone. I've already seen what it looks like under the chassis, and it's basically a HPI Savage clone. The radio. This is like the style of radio they used about, I would say, 12 to 13 years ago. It's a good 2.4 gigahertz radio, but you see these like control knobs? That is like budget entry level back when they were trying to be very high tech and cool. Today, no one uses control knobs like this on radios, on anything other than like a basic 2-channel, cheap radio. Okay, so finally we get some spec information on it. So 4-wheel drive, HoBao Hyper 30, blah, blah. Nothing that exciting here. HoBao 3-channel radio, 2.4 gigahertz. Some servo information. I don't care about that at all. 17mm hubs. Yeah, this is option number 4. It's a Nitro monster truck, $499. I can get it. It's in stock. I have seen some people's videos on this, but I'll tell you now, there's not much on YouTube about it. It seems to be like the same 2 to 3 YouTubers that they purchased this and they did some videos on it. And I watch most of those videos, but really the question is, should this be a new pick for me? Option number 5, the Kyosho USA 1. This is their home product page. Let me just show you the first obstacle I noticed before I even go over the truck itself. So the problem is, it's not currently in stock. It says right here, sale date July 2021. So this is on pre-order most places I checked, and knowing Kyosho, you really cannot depend on their stock status. So for now, I will have to wait to order this truck if this is the decision you guys want me to make. I'm not quite sure yet what I will do. But let's go over the truck itself. I've already done a video on this as the re-release of the same old Mad Crusher. And many people, they agreed with me, but many people said, hey man, this truck is completely different than the old Mad Crusher. Well, let's take a look. This is based on an actual monster truck that was pretty legendary in the USA. I heard that the driver here, Everett Jasmer, he was quite the man, and there's no denying it. Driving a real monster truck is not like driving an RC at all. Here we're getting down to the details now, so you could tell the body is very nice. Obviously, they spent a lot of money on the body, did almost no modifications to the chassis itself. But I will point out a couple of very, I would say, obscure modifications that people did point out to me that now they claim that this is completely new. Now, everything I said was inaccurate before. Okay, so here's the chassis, the same as the Mad Crusher, similar to the old Mad Force. So it says the chassis of the USA 1 is unique in that the axles and suspension links have all been modified to be thicker and stronger than those originally seen on the Mad Crusher. Okay, so what they're saying is these links here are just a little bit thicker. Wow, big deal. The truck is completely different, guys, in case you haven't noticed that it's pure sarcasm. Someone did say that they also have new drive shafts and CVDs somewhere. I'm not sure if this is new or not. I don't have a Mad Crusher to take a look at right now. The reason I don't have a Mad Crusher is because Kyosho likes to discontinue everything they sell. They think like they're in the auto industry where they can make a car and then get rid of it in a couple of years, and now the rest of us have absolutely no part support. Notice another thing I'm not very happy about. So it says it's 63 km/h top speed. Now, 63 km/h top speed, take a look at this picture. That's about 39 miles an hour. For a 3-speed big block 0.25 engine, 39 miles per hour, honestly, a stock Traxxas t-maxx could destroy this in speed. Now, of course, you know, this is out of the league of a Traxxas t-maxx, not only in the fact that it's way more money, you'll probably never actually get one. It's a Kyosho, so everything on it is going to be weird, but it does have a couple unique and redeemable features I do like, particularly the 3-speed baby and this chain drive. Very cool. In terms of speed, probably not ideal, you know, because 39 miles per hour, that's all you really get. We're not going to cover the servo or these radio boxes because nobody cares. I also don't particularly like the radios that Kyosho uses, although this one isn't as cryptic as some of their other digital ones I've seen, because I cannot figure those radios out. Anyway, guys, this is the last and final choice. Some of you, I know for a fact, will tell me to get this. Do I have it? No. But the problem is, it's not in stock.